blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting.
Coach, the freeways were kind of treacherous on the way over. Really wet. It'll be a late arriving crowd, but we've got football nonetheless tonight from rainy Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Cut. 180.
Watch the slant. Kill.
Hey, kill. Cut.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
He's coming. Double up.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eddie Goldman has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Get off the field. Let's get up.
Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go, 12. Let's go. Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 6. At the 28.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
18.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's gone. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's a elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Move.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle.
Eric Weddle is one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football, and he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rush in. Whoa.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Go.
At the Bears'
Take 4.
34-yard line.
Wide.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really heard the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check. Go, go, go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Cohen. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Stop your body. Check. Watch 54. I got one.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. After the interception, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill!
Goal. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 30-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
18.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. He won't go. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Check. Hey, 76.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. From the 16, Goff, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Super one.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here's Goff, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
180.
Check Mike 21. He can't hang. He's not.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
They come out here in the I. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal on the ground with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Shell. Protein spill. All right. Value 1. Hey, Orbit.
Get there. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 62 yards as the Bears push further out in front. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Yeah, we don't want nothing.
One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, they continue to